Ezekiel chapter 37. There has been a hand of Yahweh on me, and he takes me forth in the spirit of Yahweh, and places me in the midst of the valley, and it is full of bones. And he causes me to pass over by them all around, and behold, very many are on the face of the valley, and behold, very dry. And he says to me, Son of man, do these bones live? And I say, O Lord Yahweh, you have known. And he says to me, Prophesy concerning these bones. And you have said to them, O dry bones, hear a word of Yahweh. Thus said Lord Yahweh to these bones, Behold, I am bringing a spirit into you, and you have lived. And I have given sinews on you, and caused flesh to come up on you, and covered you over with skin, and given a spirit in you, and you have lived, and you have known that I am Yahweh. And I have prophesied as I have been commanded, and there is a noise as I am prophesying. And behold, a rushing, and the bones draw near, bone to its bone. And I beheld, and behold, sinews are on them, and flesh has come up, and skin covers them over above. And there is no spirit in them. And he says to me, Prophesy to the spirit, prophesy, Son of man. And you have said to the spirit, Thus said Lord Yahweh, Come in from the four winds, O spirit, and breathe on these slain, and they live. And I have prophesied as he commanded me, and the spirit comes into them, and they live and stand on their feet, a very, very great force. And he says to me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they are saying, Our bones have dried up, and our hope has perished. We have been cut off by ourselves. Therefore prophesy, and you have said to them, Thus said Lord Yahweh, Behold, I am opening your graves, and have brought you up out of your graves, O my people, and brought you into the land of Israel. And you have known that I am Yahweh, and my opening your graves, and in my bringing you up out of your graves, O my people. And I have given my spirit in you, and you have lived, and I have caused you to rest on your land. And you have known that I, Yahweh, have spoken, and I have done it. A declaration of Yahweh. And there is a word of Yahweh to me, saying, And you, son of man, take one stick for yourself, and write on it, For Judah, and for the sons of Israel, his companions. And take another stick, and write on it, For Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and all the house of Israel, his companions. And bring them near to one another, to you for one stick, and they have become one in your hand. And when the sons of your people speak to you, saying, Do you not declare to us what these are to you? Speak to them, Thus said Lord Yahweh, Behold, I am taking the stick of Joseph that is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his companions, and have given them to him, with the stick of Judah, and have made them become one stick, and they have been one in my hand. And the sticks on which you write have been in your hand before your eyes. And speak to them, Thus said Lord Yahweh, Behold, I am taking the sons of Israel from among the nations to where they have gone, and have gathered them from all around, and I have brought them into their land. And I have made them become one nation in the land on the mountains of Israel, and one king is to them all for king. And they are no longer as two nations, nor are they divided any more into two kingdoms again. Nor are they defiled any more with their idols and with their abominations, and with any of their transgressions. And I have saved them out of all their dwellings in which they have sinned, and I have cleansed them. And they have been to me for a people, and I am to them for God. And my servant David is king over them, and they all have one shepherd. And they go in my judgments, and they keep my statutes, and have done them. And they have dwelt on the land that I gave to my servant, to Jacob, in which your fathers have dwelt, and they have dwelt on it, they and their sons, and their sons' sons, for all time. And my servant David is their prince, for all time. And I have made a covenant of peace with them, It is a perpetual covenant with them. And I have placed them, and multiplied them, and placed my sanctuary in their midst for all time. And my dwelling place has been over them, and I have been to them for God, and they have been to me for a people. And the nations have known that I, Yahweh, am sanctifying Israel, and my sanctuary being in their midst for all time.